Yeah, I think. Oh, I don't think I need the microphone.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know, this is a serious business, so we, you know, it's good to have good laughs, but we need to be really serious.
We cannot hear
Oh, you cannot hear me. Of course, Surjit can't hear me.
Hello.
But you know, I do love my very first MDs. I want to declare that because they think that I don't love them anymore. But I do. Balance, Surjit. But you know, we really do need to be serious. When I recruit people, I'm the only one that's winning, right? I want them to also win, and so that's why I'll push them almost like to the cliff, like they, you know, they don't want to see me, or I mean, because when and Laika or at the EMS knows this, because how many times really, like even at the Dixie and even Julie Vi here, I recruited Julie Vi for over a year. You know, I don't like call them every day and text them every day, but you know, I don't give up that easily. Like I really don't, because in my mind, if I give up on these people, who would really share them this opportunity, right? So at the back of my head, I always have that in me. And even at the EMS before, you know, when she couldn't go to launch, I said, okay, at the EMS, because she will keep working, I'll just bring Laika. And now I'm really happy to see that they're growing truly, like, you know, and Laika now is a product of, you know, that she has that in her, and she's very young. And now also I'd like to have Justin right there, who just came with Elsa and Thor, right? They're 16 and 21 years old listening to these. So this to me is like not really now, well, of course it's nice to make money, right? But it's about legacy now. Like I know that my kids are gonna grow up in this environment. I know my kids are gonna know how to handle money, and I know my kids are gonna be growing up with all of you, amongst all of you. So let's be serious, really, because we are running like. I don't wanna, you know, I look like crazy about GX, but this is real. Like I already showed you proof. I became GX certified, and you know what? When I was there during the GX experience, when they were like, well, do you think you can do it again? And you know my answer? Of course! I did that. Okay. I did that half of the year last year, GX12 part-time. I was still working, right? So the focus and discipline, that's why I had that in my, you know, like I had that, the title is this GX Success Story about Focus and Discipline. Because look, I came from a job where I wake up 4:30 in the morning, 5, right? Now I don't have the job. What do? I put that in my business. And so I start, of course, early, right? People are asking, how do you do that? How do you do that? I just do it. I don't question what Kuya Aloy was telling me, or, you know, I don't question anything. The system's already been established. We have a system building book. We have proof after proof of everything. Now they're looking at me like, but this is how I'm intense about this business. I am so intense about this business because I know it can change lives out there. And if someone like me is gonna, if my 10 or 20 friends doesn't join me, I'm gonna sit on the side and cry. I wouldn't have met Bal and Surjit. I wouldn't have met these wonderful people here right now. Dixie, Ate Esther, at the Mark Trisky, Helen, and Ate Lilibeth now here, and Julie Vi. You know, Julie Vi was honestly one of, I mean, she would, you know, Ate, I don't want, no Ate, like, you know. Julie, listen, this is really, I exactly tell her, you are very lucky that I shared this to you at such a young age. I was shared this at 39 years old, and thank God I'm so healthy than when this was. And like at the EMS, this is how I talked to at the EMS before. You know, Melissa, I don't think I can afford it. I don't think I did a dime on you, and you know, like if I had not properly protected her, and she has a kid, college, and one still elementary, wouldn't she properly protect? Now she has medications, right? So you have to do what is proper to, and you have to be strong. I mean, you know very well, why would you listen to someone telling you this is a scam, this is a pyramid, this is an MLM, you know, when you know very well it's not. So you just be strong and maybe laugh at them or something. I'm like, you know what, this is not a scam, this is not an MLM, this is not a pyramid scheme, and if you're not gonna listen to me, you're gonna be losing. I mean, that's just really how I talk to them. And so they're like, oh, maybe I should sign, you know? Or like, and then, you know, and I'm telling you, this is really how I talk. I don't, you know, like I don't have a secret sauce, like I said. And I start my day with a positive, you know, like, wait, like, Sergey. But anyway, I start my day with,
Quick question.
good, go, Sergey.
How do you find your campaigners?
How do I find my campaigners? Okay.
Right.
How do you
This is
find
what I do,
Julie?
Sergey.
How do you find
Yes,
her?
correct. Okay. Now, if I go through, so who I can contact today, right? Who do I contact today? I go through my phone, okay. Go through Facebook, okay. I go to, I mean, I have also my husband here as a door opener, right? He talks to everyone. He doesn't, you know. So, I mean, you just find a way. You can say, okay, well, I called up and she doesn't respond, or I called her and she, you know, then I quit. I don't talk to anybody anymore. I mean, you cannot have that type of mindset. You have to like find a way, you know, kind of like, I don't know if you saw the octopus trying to get in this little hole, like that. That's how you should think. I mean,
The one in Houston example, the one that you just how did you know that lady?
oh,
Because you asked how will Lisa gonna get all these things? So now
just,
just talk to the one Sylvia. Talk to
oh,
the how
okay, here you go. Okay.
Sylvia.
Here, Sylvia, right? My newest, I became JX4. That's 12 recruits that last month, January, right? So how do I do that? Okay, Sylvia, as the recruit from HR, she's an HR director. How do we get her recruit? Okay, so John and I, during launch in Houston last year, we rented a Turo, right? So the driver of the Turo, his name is Fred. So of course John actually prospected him, got his number, and of course I was like, okay, let's follow up on this guy, right? They listened to a presentation, but didn't really, you know, pan out yet for like a year, right? Because that was launched 2023 in Houston, right? And then we just keep following up. This is a business of following up. So follow up, that's still not, and then, and of course, now we're on Facebook. Now we're slamming on us. Somebody's like, look at us right now. I had 2 jobs before. Now we're traveling. You know, you find a way where people catch your attention. And of course, John and I always, like, you know, MIB, Men in Black. I mean, we always have, we did that for a purpose. And I'm like, what are this couple doing? Like, they're always twinning or something. But I mean, they see our pins and all that. So, I mean, you just have to find a way, because there's so many people waiting, and you can just tap, like how Alberto I also first did, right? Alberto is totally cold market. You have to talk to everyone that you, Alberto, you know, he was now almost making 100K in like 5 months, 5 months in the business, and I showed that earlier, right? So how did I meet Alberto? We were again in Las Vegas, and we were invited to, you know, I talked in Transamerica, and I said, oh my God, we're gonna lose a day. And of course, let's prospect here or something. But actually, he was the one that tapped my shoulder, right? So see, this business attracts people. It attracts who you are. It attracts who you are. So to me, like, thousands of WFG agents there, right? And I was the one that he went, who, you know, and said, hey, what are these guys? Are you're part of this? And I wasn't even wearing a lanyard, because I wasn't there for the WFG convention in July. I was there for the Transamerica. But it's like, oh yeah, we're part of this, even if we weren't really there for the convention. But yes, we are part of WFG. I didn't lie. Yeah. So then, and I said, hey, why are you guys here? And he said, oh, it's a tax profession, Latino tax, whatever, right? And said, like, hey, we're really interested in learning more about this. I said, oh yeah, perfect. Can we meet after your convention? Let's just, you know, in the lobby, right? And right there and then we recruited both of them. And they were like shocked, because I'm like, okay, let's get you. Honestly, I don't even ask, do you want to register? No. Do you want me to type to an IUL? Okay, until they stop you and say, hey, I don't want to. Just sign them up. You're not signing them up for something bad here, right? So that is how I close. And you just saw General always be closing. You have to have an intent when you're talking to people that you are, gonna close this person no matter what. And so I don't give up, and I think if everybody should have that mindset, because this is just what business does it helps them. We're not even taking their money, we're just helping them move their money, right? And you get paid very well. Right? And so to me, I mean, I don't know with you guys, but I can't even wait to get out of this convention and just start doing gigs.
Let me talk about Alberto. So you just asked, it's a matter of follow-up. So every day, Melissa talked to Alberto 6 in the morning. So one day, when Melissa did not call Alberto, Alberto was shocked. Said, why Melissa didn't call me? She called 6 in the morning. So when Melissa, I always ask Alberto, how many appointments do you have, Alberto, today? We have 2. That's 9 up, Alberto. 9 up. So now, when you have 3 recruits results, Melissa, you'll be happy because you have 3 results today. That's not enough, Alberto. That's not enough. So, because she knows there's Alberto has a lot of people to follow up. It's just a matter of follow up the person in your contact list. Maybe a friend of a friend. Now, look at what happened to Alberto and Melissa. Just listen to what she's talking to us right now. In 4 months, almost 100,000 income right now. Of the 92,000 in 4 months. Because they listened to Melissa. Alright? They listened to said, just give more appointments. What are we going to do? If you have no full time, what are you really gonna do in the whole day? Sitting, watch TV, play games? This is their business. It's just playing around. It's okay, but the thing is, watch TV, all this politics. They cannot help you. Alright? So just go out there, go out, follow up. That's what happened to, what Alberto and Melissa are now. Because that's what's been. Now, if you know that under Melissa now, I know she's been calling you, you're not alone. Alberto is also now,
Yeah. So no, but I was just gonna say is it easy? No, but you have a choice, right? You have a choice. You want to see it? I said that for a purpose. You want to see this like I'm bragging? Go ahead. You want to see this like this is inspirational? Go ahead too. So you have a choice. What do you want to look at something's happening to you? You want to look, oh my God, my friend, I don't have any friends. Who cares? Now we're all big, happy family and friends here, right? Those friends, forget about them for a while. That's not going to help you pay your bills and have the freedom, flexibility, lifestyle, and purpose either. So to me, when I tasted that freedom, Spain and Portugal, and I'm like, wow, the world is so big, right? That's why Coach keeps telling us, we're thinking so small. It's an ocean out there. There's an ocean out there. We can all be millionaires right now, and still the market's so untapped. 330 million just in U.S. alone. So I know, like Ate Kuya Shane and Ate Jovi, because I looked at, the map. I looked at the map. Here, I don't have a campaigner here. Who do I know on this one? I mean, you have to look at the bigger picture and stop really, stop playing around honestly and just campaign, because there's a lot of people waiting for us. I mean, you cannot stop at 1 or 2 people, your friends. That's why I keep telling Sergit, stop already talking to your friends. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to listen to you. My friends did that too. If I stopped after my 20 friends, circle of friends stopped, then I wouldn't have met you, because I would have stopped already, right? But my first 2 MDs are not Filipinos. Indians. So same thing. Are you still not gonna do something about this after this? I don't know with you, but we are gonna run and we are fired up, and I'm gonna I talked to Ate Lilibet and Ate Lynn. I said, look at so many nurses in here. Are you not gonna, like Ate Gadli that they just shared earlier, right? I said, there's so many nurses in here. Are you gonna I was like that. I was in the same boat. Only I did something about it, right? I did something about it, and now 7 days a week I don't work. I do whatever I want to do with my own time. I own my time. I can choose to watch TV all day if I wanted to, but I don't choose that either. I choose to open a bigger office in there, no matter if we just are the only ones that show up or not. I don't care. I know they're gonna come, and if you have to be strong in this, because eventually you're gonna find your people that's gonna join you. And I mean, we are still, to me right now, we're still very small. I have a bigger, vision for us. I mean, and you guys should too. I mean, I don't know, but
You know, our first BPM, all 20 friends said no. And the thing is, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cry? A person, your friend, tell you that this is not good and it changed your life because of them. Unless they have something good to offer, they offer it to you, go ahead, you go with them. But they have nothing to offer anyway. And they're not gonna help you pay your bills anyway. Okay? So, that's why, first year, I know you see Melissa right now, we live there every month in their house. For the first year, we didn't have any result. Not at all. Okay? But the only time said, I have to give up one of my job. She has to give up her one job or else we can't do anything. She gave her one job, then it's vertical move from there.
I mean, if you look at my cash flow, I showed that earlier, right? 78,000 as in 2022 to 646. That's 410 increase, right? Yeah. I mean, it's like I don't know. And you're asking me if I can do that again? Yes, and even bigger, right? And that's how I think, because I wasn't even GX4 in January last year.
So
right?
she was GX25 last year. Half of the year has a job, right? Now, part-time. Now, in Napa, they challenged her that we're gonna be GX12 by June. By June, in Napa, right? They were people challenging her because can you do it again? For sure, she said, yes, I'm confident, I'm good at what I do. Then they challenged her that I'm gonna be GX12 in June. She's already GX4 now in January. What is people gonna do? Do you think what's she gonna be in June?
And this is online, by the way.
Online.
I have 90,000
Online.
points online. This is not GX4 submitted points. This is online.
Yeah.
Now again, I'm not bragging, but I already said this. If you put your mind that you can do this, right? Just like how I was a loyal employee for 20 plus years, right? You know, they ask you to stay, you stay. This is business. It's asking one thing: commitment, right? Commitment, focus, discipline. That's it. If you have that in you and just don't care about put the blinders and just zone down the negativities, because this is real. This is freedom, flexibility, lifestyle, and purpose. And just keep going. Find a way where you can talk to people. And like, you can be stagnant. I was stagnant for a little bit, but I never stopped. Like, I even talked when I was still part-time. This is another example, right? I was part-time in my other job, and I saw this lady cleaning, right? I tried to recruit her too. I mean, and did she join? No, she didn't join. And I just move on to the next one. You know, a nurse, I told her, and they look at me like, I'm crazy. I don't care you look at me, I'm crazy. Right? I might be crazy, but I'm gonna change your life if you would have listened to me. But if you're not, then fine. You know, like I don't know. But this is how when I was sitting with Coach, because that was the one of the like highlight there, that if you did the highest GX, then you get to sit with Coach. And so actually, you know, I was really quiet because I didn't want to like, hey Coach, I don't want to like. So he was just sitting there, and then he started, of course, the conversation. And then, you know, pretty soon he started the conversation after eating, and then, you know, asked me what's the goal, and I did tell her, you know, Coach, I'm never been excited about the future, our future here, and our team's future, because I know exactly how to win this business. I know exactly now. I did it myself, so I know exactly that my team can do this as well if they wanted to, right? So they have a choice too. And so if they ask, if they ask also, okay, what did coach tell you, right? Because that's not if they asked me, but they asked me actually that. They asked me if, what did coach tell you when you were talking, right? Actually, there's no secret that coach told me. He already said that. Find the GX and find the GX Babo under it. Exactly what
That's why I said.
we already said to, right? Help. It's just share, campaign, help others, or however you want to look at this way. But to me, it's about really sharing the campaign and having an impact to other people. Change their lives. Because this is really the ultimate solutions for people out there like me, like you, that works maybe 7 days a week, and like maybe Sergit that doesn't need it. You know, she could share it to, like I always say, you could share it to someone else that you never know. You know, you never know that just one life you're touching, right? That's what always be Ali said. Pick one shell, you're saving one shell, you know, or however you said it, right? A starfish, right? There's so many starfish, but at least you did your part. Do your part. That's all that is asking here. Just do your GX1. If you're not as fast yet. But right now, if you're not doing you're gonna be GX0. That to me, then don't stay in the business if you're not gonna be GX really this year. Sorry, but yes, Kuya Ate Mai.
I have a question.
Ma'am.
The
Huh?
one that's parking at
In the
back,
front,
by the
in the
way.
front.